Here's Landry. Off the inbound. Rebound by Ray Allen. Pierce inside the three-point line. Boston again missing. Fires the three. No good on that last second attempt there. And so we wrap up the first half. From the New Orleans.
It looks like we made it to another Friday. Time now for the halftime breakdown presented by HP. The Hornets are in the lead out in New Orleans against Boston. You've got to like the way they've kept the ball moving, everyone getting involved. Chris Paul, the leading scorer. They've also seen good numbers out of Trevor Ariza. For the Celtics, though, in this one, plenty of work still to be done. They've been shooting themselves in the foot with all these turnovers. It's a sloppy brand of basketball. Jermaine O'Neal struggling a bit early on. Hasn't been able to put up any points at the half.
I got a new low of 52 cards in a row.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. The Hornets leading by 11.
You know, guys, I think the Celtics actually came into the playoffs last season with a little less swagger than usual. I mean, losing Kendrick Perkins in a trade seemed to shake them up a little bit, and with Shaq really unable to contribute due to injuries, a team used to being big inside perhaps felt a little smaller.
I think he anticipated that the defense would be there, and that's why he leaned in like that.
Here's Paul. Blocked. Celtics trail by 9. Pierce inside the three-point line. A huge bounce off the rim before it falls. Pierce has got 4 points this quarter. Mark has set the table there well with the Celtics and their injuries. They did play a role in the postseason, not just in the front court. The dislocated elbow of Rajon Rondo also factored in. Steve, that was a huge hit for that team.
Yeah, I was amazed that he was able to return in that game and continue to play the rest of the series. But he did limit him. And with Rondo slowed down, the Celtics had a tough time scoring. In fact, Miami really played him and Boston kind of 5-on-4. They didn't honor his offense, and it really cost Boston.
Mulligan, Trump. And again, it's Chris Paul. Paul's got 19 points. Celtics trail by 9. Outside Rondo. O'Neal kicks to Pierce. Plenty of space. And it's Boston with another.
This past season, Monty Williams took over the reins at New Orleans and came over from being an assistant under Nate McMillan, and he brought that same steady, intense approach to the Bayou.
Rondo with the ball. 6 points for him. He's picked up by Ariza. Garnett kicks to Pierce. Latrey. And that one's good. Pierce has got 11 in the second half. Back to Monty Williams, and Clark touchdown. And Steve, what a dream start for the Hornets under first-year coach Monty Williams last year.
Yeah, they had an excellent season. They had missed the playoffs the year before, but Williams led them to a quick start, and that really established what they wanted to do during the season. They had a nice, solid year. If David West hadn't gotten hurt late in the year, they might have done some damage in the playoffs.
Garnett kicks to Pierce. And again, it's Boston converting.
Well, they've got to do something defensively because he's been unstoppable.
And defensively, Steve, your only choice now is to double him. I mean, I don't think there's another option.
Okafor with the steal.
Boy, that's a hard pass to make. You got to lead your teammate absolutely perfectly.
Heads-up play, preventing the easy lay-in.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, he saw it was a free layup, didn't want to give that up, so he fouled him to force free throws. You know, the Hornets lost in the first round last season, but I liked what I saw from Trevor Ariza. I mean, he defended Kobe Bryant about as well as anybody could.
Carl Landry's checked in for New Orleans. Green comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And a change for the Celtics. Kristich is checked in.
Well, they've really picked up the intensity here since halftime.
I think they got the pep talk in both teams now, really going after each other.
And Clark, getting back to Trevor Ariza in that Lakers series, number of big rebounds that he came up with. It's not the first time either that he's come up big in the playoffs. Remember, he was with the Lakers earlier in his career and had some big moments in the postseason then as well.
Misses the wing jab.
Good, tough defense there, getting a hand up, forcing that miss.
Well, he's got the reputation of being a tough defender, and there was an example right there for him.
The Hornets leading by 3. That's a 2 from Paul. Here's West. A strong effort on the rebound, nets the second chance points.
He's just filling the stat sheet. I mean, what hasn't he done out there today?
Well, Steve, you know what we call a guy who fills the stat sheet, don't you? He is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Here's Kristich and the powerful one-handed slam.
Old school, old-fashioned, one-hand power jam.
Just like you, Clark, tried and true.
That's all he needed to do, just taking care of business out there.
Green, no luck.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
Here's Green. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Landry. West is called for a loose ball foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jermaine O'Neal checked in for Boston. West comes in for Rajon Rondo. Here's West. Pierce for 3, and that one's good. Pierce has got 31.
You know, the defense in transition typically is trained to protect the rim and the paint first, and those are the type of open looks you can get from beyond the arc under those circumstances.
West picks him up, gets it to go, and it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
They've got to continue to look to him every trip down because he's out of his mind right now shooting the ball.
4 seconds separate the shot and game clocks. Pierce inside the 3-point line. Misses, and he wants that one back. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They haven't trailed by more than 7. Green, no luck. Now Garnett, and they're moving it up. Goes up. Pierce, good. Pierce has got 35 in the game. Here's Ariza. 1 second left. And he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game. So as we get rolling here in the fourth, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for the Sprite Spark Report. Doris?
Gentlemen, our Sprite Spark, Paul Pierce. He had a big third quarter and put his team on his shoulders as he seemed to do it all on the floor. Whether he keeps it going into the fourth remains to be seen, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. It's Clark been a terrific game for him.
I agree with you, and we'll see if he can maintain it. He's been going full throttle thus far.
Well, the pace he's been going has been really incredible. I wonder if he's got anything left here in the fourth quarter.
West gets the bucket.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the board.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Here's West. O'Neal kicks to Green. A quick shot. They get it back. Here's Davis. The Hornets trail by 7. It's stolen by West.
You know, he got a fingertip on it, but not enough to control the pass coming in that fast.
Second shot opportunity. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Oh, the way they're converting on seemingly every shot, I wouldn't be surprised to see their field goal percentage just keep going up.
Paul against West. Paul can't get it to go.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
So for the Hornets, David West, he's checked in for Green. Ariza comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Chris Paul. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Boston. Rondo comes in for Delonte West. And here they come for the finish and the jam by Jermaine O'Neal. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Each trip down becoming more important.
Yeah, they need to string some successful offensive possessions together and then tighten down defensively.
That's good.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out is the only choice.
Top of the key, snatched up. The open shot by Rondo. Gets himself open and drills it. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Just zipping the ball around the perimeter. Good advantage for them in terms of points off assists.
Well, they say coaches always talk about how defenses can't keep up with a fast-moving ball, and attacking with the pass makes you much harder to defend.
Offensive rebound. Okafor. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Boy, they needed that last rebound. They haven't done well on the boards overall, but that one was huge.
Still fighting for the win here. And here are the Hornets now. 9-point game. Picked up by Davis. Jack with the three. The shot will not go. Good D by Rondo. Celtics leading by 9. In low to Garnett. Okafor with the steal. Here's West. Takes it up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And despite the fact they've been beaten on the boards, this one is still close.
Kevin, they're still in.
So for the Hornets, Bellinelli, he's checked in for Jason Smith. And it's Paul in for Jarrett Jack. And the Celtics making a change here as well. Paul Pierce is checked in for Glenn Davis. Allen's shot is off.
Tell you what, credit the defense there. They really contested that layup.
Easy shot. And the shot is good. And that's 31 points at this point. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're leading by 6. 1:52 left in the game. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Now they're finally clawing back to within striking distance. Nice run here.
Yeah, I like the fact that they haven't given up, Steve. I mean, this team has continued to fight, and it's starting to pay off for them.
Here is Rondo. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Pierce, Ariza covering. Pierce's shot is good.
And maybe that will stem the tide a little bit. This club hanging on to its lead.
Well, you know what? That was a huge bucket for them, Steve, because they want to maintain the lead, and they've got to keep scoring to do that.
He's picked up by Ariza. They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot.
Now they are hitting everything they're throwing up. Look at all these threes.
I like the fact, Steve, they're trying to knock them out here. They're trying to hit them with a haymaker. The killer instinct, they're trying to put them out of their misery early.
And here comes the break. Tipped.
And it's going to be tough here, Clark.
You know, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they need some big plays to steal this one.
Rondo gets a hand on it, but he recovers it. Paul for 3. They get it again. Yes!
You know, for a guy his size, he doesn't lay above the rim very often like he did on that slam.
Still got some power behind him, though.
Yeah, let him get in close like that. He'll throw one down hard on you.
West kicks to Paul. It's stolen by Allen. So they foul intentionally. Glenn Davis is checked in for Jermaine O'Neal. Here's Rondo. Shoots from the baseline, and it's perfect. Pierce has got 42 in the game.
Not much time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the bucket.
Tell you what, they were in full attack mode there on that fast break.
I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they got right after it.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Baseline jumper. On offense, here are the Hornets. Their biggest deficit of the game was 11 points. And they're pushing it up. From the corner. Basket is good. The assist for Rondo. 44 points for Paul Pierce. Time call here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get the rebound. West dishes to Paul. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
He was climbing all over the defender on that one, no doubt.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, a pretty easy over-the-back call right there, partner.
Sinks the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W.